Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 25 and another part of our career mode with Toyota. And today we are racing in Imola, I believe. And yes, here are plenty of our sponsors. As you guys were asking for them to be bigger on the car, so that's what I've done. And hopefully you guys like the look of them. So yeah, hopefully that all looks very good. Thank you very much for the support on the series so far. I think what I'm going to do is try and run like the real life race calendar in terms of how many days we do it. So if we've got a triple header, we'll do 3 days in a row. Then we'll have a day off if you like, and you know, try and do it like that. I just thought that would be quite a cool little concept for it. But yes, we've got a rivalry with Toto Wolff by the looks of things. New level of fan engagement as well. So we could go and add more sponsors to the car. We're not going to do that today. We'll possibly do that around the Monaco Grand Prix, as that's one of the jewels of the calendar, if you like. So we'll do that then. Let's get some more upgrades going. Is there anything we can do? We've got secondary wing flaps. Rear wing under flap. What will that do? Increase downforce levels. That sounds good. And yeah, it gives us 300 more. Yeah, I don't think we can do that. No, that's fine. Right, on to development then. And we can now do some rotor speeds. And more rotor speeds. Nice. That's all good. Okay. Hang on a minute. No, nothing else. Is there any more upgrades to assign? Don't think so. We are actually top of the pile at the minute with performance, by the looks of that. Fair enough. Yeah, this is all a little bit complicated. I think the facility improvements have not really got my head around that just yet. Yes, let's do some of the owner training. Yeah, let's go for that. Seems good. Let's go for an aero research blitz and a chassis. No, powertrain development blitz. That sounds good. Driver wellness and driver performance. And then some fan outreach, sponsor discovery, and merchandise. Good. Nice. That all looks good. Let's have a quick look at how we're getting on with driver talks. Yeah, nearly there with these two now. Good. And then we can start looking at getting him in as one of our drivers, which would be very, very nice. Although probably a bit harsh on the guys.
Hey, Chief.
Hang on a minute.
We've got multiple parts out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car.
It's a research delayed, but yeah, I don't know what he's on about. Let's keep going. Development completed there. Development has failed.
In backing our team.
We'll go and have a look at that in a minute. So Halo. So we'll get a DRS slot gap going as well. Chassis. Oops. Nice. And then we can assign the upgrades, and we are going to go to Colapinto. Okay, nice. Well, that's fine. Go to event. Okay. Let's have a look. We've secured a new secondary sponsor. We should think about integrating this on the car. Okay. So let's head into our customization. And race gear. Car. Decal. And we can add some different areas. And it's Finiton. Quite like the white. Yep, nice. Add another one there. We can go for another Finiton. Could go just above there, couldn't it? Looks cool. Any other areas? On the side of the car there. Maybe back here. Yeah, can make that a bit bigger. Nice. No, we've already got that sponsor. What about Monomic? It's quite nice, isn't it? I think that'd look quite nice on the car. No, it's already on there. Venus? Go. Nice. That all looks good. Yeah, nice filled car of sponsors. Okay, let's push on then to the next Grand Prix if we get there. Research completed.
Hey boss, really pleased to say that early talks have progressed well. And we're now in a position to have a first meeting with them, to learn more about what we're each after.
Okay, shall we go to a meeting with Zane Maloney then? I'm going to talk to him about becoming our reserve driver, I think. What do we want to do? The team have made excellent progress. Expectations. Okay. Is that all we see? Okay, fair enough.
Things are progressing well. We've got a bit more into the weeds of discussions following that first early meeting. In a good way. You know, details. I'll keep you posted. It's not over the line yet.
So we probably want to talk to the other guys as well, don't we? Let's see what they're expecting. So Franco Colapinto first. Okay, so he wants 5th best car. Okay. And what about Mr. Maloney? So yeah, really I should have been doing these meetings, shouldn't I? Never mind. Zach O'Sullivan wants 7th best. Okay. Right, so we know for next time we want to do these meetings straight away then, don't we? That's fine. Okay, cool. Alright, let's
Chief,
progress
I
on.
must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performance on the car.
So yeah, we've unlocked some more facility improvements. That's fine. Let's head to research and do some more development. Nice. Get some tire blankets made. I think that's it. Okay, I think we're ready to head to the race weekend. We are going to go for slightly harder compounds this weekend. Let's head there. We are going to go there as Zach O'Sullivan and let Franco Colapinto use apparently the best car on the grid. That's going to be really cool. Love Imola. Great track to drive. And hopefully we'll have some good performance here. And I'll see you guys for qualifying.
Welcome along, everybody, to Imola, just down the road from Ferrari HQ, and they know a thing or two about pace, and pace today is king. It's qualifying day, and it's great to have you with us.
Here we are then for qualifying. And, well, it is wet out there, so that is going to cause us some issues, you would imagine. And it actually is wet this time. It's not dry weather. We'd be at least a second slower if we went out there. So I think we wanna put a fair bit of fuel in the car and just sort of find our confidence out there and see how it goes. First bit of proper wet driving in F1 25. And this is what you call rain. Right, here we go then. Up to the line. First timed lap, and that will put us in P10 for now.
The rain's going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15
quite a long way off
at the moment.
We go up to the line then, another 1.3 seconds shaved off, and that is going to put us P8 for now. We just need to keep trying to push on, try and make those incremental improvements throughout the session. The grip is going to increase. Well, here we go. This is a half decent lap. There's most people are in the pit lane, and that's going to put us P2 for now. Very, very good. And actually, we won't need to do any more. So we might as well just save the tyres and save ourselves until next lap. We are very, very much going to be through to Q2 with that time, and I think we can be very, very satisfied with that. So yeah, good stuff. We are through, and through in P3, going out in Q1 then. Some decent shocks there. Lando Norris is out in Q1, Kimi Antonelli, Carlos Sainz, Gasly, Doohan and Gabriel Bortoletto. Here we go then, first time lap in Q2. It doesn't look fantastic, to be honest, but we head over the line to 1:26.2, puts us 10th at the moment, but I think we can do better than that, and we're certainly going to try and do better than that. And here we go then, this is the lap to try and get us into Q3. We will see if we're able to do it. Let's take you on a lap of Imola. Straight away, struggling a little bit through that first sector, but a little bit up on our previous time. We're currently P11, so close to being able to do it, but yeah, slightly down on our time there, but well up on the time needed. We need to nail the rest of the lap now. Good middle sector so far. That's not bad. 2.5 tenths up. This is good. And And that was very good through there. 3/10 to the good now. Didn't get a chance to see our Delta with Yuki Tsunoda. That would have been a good sort of sign of whether we're anywhere near here. And this feels pretty good through the final couple of corners. And now we head up to the line. We're going to use a bit of overtake to try and help us over the line. And we do go up. But where to? P9 into the top 10 shootout. And that is all we can ask for. Absolutely brilliant. Let's see where Franco Colapinto ended up. He's also through. He's through in 7th. So it's working well so far. Both cars into Q3 for the first time this season. Tsunoda, Lawson, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Behrman and Hadja all going out. Well, here we go. First lap in Q3. This feels pretty good, to be honest with you. Heading up to the line to 25.4. Puts us P7 right now. Just behind our teammate Franco Colapinto. Now, certainly haven't got enough fuel to go again, but this is very much a dry line. I think we're going to give it a big risk and see if we can get ourselves a pole position out of nowhere. We're heading out there on the slick tyres. We're probably going to be the only one to risk this. But I think if we can get temperature into these tyres, there's every possibility here that we could do something very, very special. Because there is definitely a dry line. If we can stay to it, then I think we're going to have an incredible lap.
Set by drivers on intermediates. Box for inters.
And yeah, this looks pretty much dry. If you're on that dry line, you are fine. The trouble is, if you go into the wet part, these tyres are just going to lose temperature and lose grip. This could be an exceptional qualifying lap coming up here. And we might get 2 goes at this. And we'll very much be last man over the line, I think. Second time of asking now. But I hope nobody comes out of the pit lane. It doesn't look like anybody is coming out of the pit lane. So here we go then. We've got the track to ourselves to try and take an unlikely pole position here using the slick tyres. Yeah, a little bit of water on the tyres going through the first couple of corners. 7/10 down. Actually felt better on the formation lap, or not the formation lap, on the out lap than what it does in reality. But we are going to be out there for another timed lap, so and the grip might just come to us. At the moment, it's looking like a slower way to go. And there you go, that's the issue, isn't it? Right, we need to clean these up. We're going to get out into the water to try and clean them up. I bet your tyre temperatures have reduced, have they? Yeah, a little bit. Right, here we go then. This is it. We absolutely have to go for it now. Oh no, we didn't make the line. Wow. Well, we didn't make the line. I didn't realise it was that tight. Ah, never mind. Well, P7 anyway. It didn't make a difference.
Then, but really, we're just getting started.
And
make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
I don't think we could have found a second on those intermediate tyres. So 7th is about the best we could have done there. Franco Colapinto qualifies P5. So this could be a very, very good point scoring performance for us.
Hello there and welcome back to Imola, home circuit of the Scuderia Ferrari. We expect to see a lot of local supporters wearing red today, and they've all turned out for what we're expecting will be a sensational event here at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. 3.1 miles of track at Imola featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula One tracks as it's taken anti-clockwise. Let's hope nobody forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight on the circuit and its only DRS zone. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Piastri, Franco Colapinto, and Leclerc, O'Sullivan, Stroll, Albon, and Fernando Alonso, Lawson, Tsunoda, Esteban Ocon, and Hülkenberg, Behrman, Hadjar, Lando Norris, and Carlos Sainz. Antonelli, Gasly, Doohan, and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So, looking at this strategy, I think we probably want to take a couple of laps off it. And try and be aggressive. It's a long pit stop here, so we want to avoid a two-stop strategy, but I think we want a nice early stop so that we can get a bit of an undercut going. But yeah, really important to look after our tyres, really important to stay out of trouble as well. We might find our way ahead of the guys in front, but I think we're very much out of position here. We're going to be a bit of a sitting duck. Our straight line speed in particular has not been very good this weekend.
No rain expected for the time being.
So, we got to try and be in the midst of a DRS train. We need to look after our car, not ride the curbs too much, avoid the curbs, try and allow the car neatly through corners so that we don't get too worn tyres, but we also need to be aggressive when we can be. Overtaking is very, very tough round here, so if we do get a chance and an opening, I think we have to try and go for it. Obviously, those opportunities will come at the start, but we really do have an opportunity for some big points today. Franco up in 5th place. We can at the very least be a good rear gunner to him if we can get ahead of Leclerc at the start and allow Colapinto to get on a little bit. Even if we can be a rear gunner for Stroll and Albon, it is going to massively help us in our race for 4th in the championship. Obviously Russell up in 3rd. Antonelli down the order a little bit. So, you know, it's an opportunity to get a bit of a march on them, I suppose. But yeah, we're getting ready now for turn 1. Going to be in the right place here. So we're going to angle it this way.
Okay, not the best placement there, mate. Let's try and get a good launch as the race starts.
Don't know why that's happened. Well, that was good. Park. Lights out, so away we go then. Here for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. It's a decent start, very good start for Franco Colapinto. We are ahead of Charles Leclerc, which was the plan. As we head towards turn 1, just need to make sure that we don't make any contact there with Oscar Piastri, and we manage to not do that. Very good. Right, okay. Now we're going to throw it round the first couple of corners. Do we go for it on Leclerc here? No, we don't. Just going to look after the car. Colapinto just behind Max Verstappen here. But at the top 2, Lewis Hamilton and George Russell leading the way at the moment as Colapinto goes round the outside of Max Verstappen. We have to see that on the replay. Goodness me. Here comes Colapinto. He goes on the outside and he goes round the outside of Max Verstappen. Keeps it on the racetrack. And that is a fabulous move. And for the first time, we are running in the podium places. And currently not due to serve a penalty. So Colapinto is up in 3rd. What a huge start that is for him. Well, to be a bit of a rear gunner, but the problem is we can't get anywhere near these guys. We are just not in the same league as Franco around here. Now, of course, he has got all the upgrades on his car. We mustn't forget that. Our car isn't as good as Colapinto's.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Look at this. We are struggling for straight line speed, and this is Alex Albon having a little look. And we absolutely have to try and stay within DRS. But Colapinto stays ahead of Max Verstappen. Lewis Hamilton is leading this race by a decent chunk over George Russell in 2nd place. So good stuff from Lewis so far at Ferrari's home Grand Prix. DRS open and Leclerc having a look at Piastri. I don't think we're getting anywhere close to him. It looks like Colapinto is being passed by Max Verstappen as well. A decent first sector. If we can get out of the 1 second to Stroll, that will surely help. Yeah, that wasn't great. Just a little bit too eager. Turn in there. Well, here goes Lance Stroll. He's through. Yeah. Poor lap there. And to be fair, the top 6 are getting away anyway. Well, we've got DRS on Stroll now. Possible chance into turn 1. He went very defensive there. And we had to go over
okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice
the curbs, which has given us a little bit of underbody damage, which is a shame. But yeah, went very defensive there, did Lance Stroll. That felt a little bit unfair, to be honest. What it might allow us to do is just pull away from him. It looks like he might have a little bit of damage as well, so I think there was a little bit of contact between us. As I say, he went very, very defensive.
You by 5/10 a lap, 5/10.
Well, there goes Albon. He is through. we just have no ball. Oh, wow. Hamilton's out.
Serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
Oh, that is huge. Now, Lewis Hamilton was leading the race. He was dominating the race, and he is out. And that's not the first time that his Ferrari engine has conked out on him. And I tell you what that does, that gives Colapinto a great chance here. He is leading the race. Franco Colapinto leads ahead of Max Verstappen here. What on earth is going on? It could well be Toyota's first win today, courtesy of that retirement for Lewis Hamilton. It's quite unbelievable. Are we within a second of Albon? I'm not sure we are, you know. This is not good. Albon's in. Albon's in. He must be two-stopping.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
So this is interesting. Some people are starting to come in for their first pit stop. They are two-stopping in this race. I assume Franco will be one-stopping like us. Typically, strategy-wise, we've done a hell of a lot better, but him and Verstappen are duking it out at the front. There's then the group of Leclerc, Russell and Piastri. And then I am leading the trolley train, which sort of makes sense. Driving for Toyota. The trolley train returns. Probably the best we've went through there. Let's have a quick look at tyre wear. It's not too bad. Front right is struggling a lot. So it's an anti-clockwise circuit. There's a lot of left corners. That's why your front right tyre hurts as much as it does. Tsunoda continues on. And he goes down the inside. He is through. Hulkenberg into the pits as well. Looks like virtually everybody behind us is on a two-stopper. Which is very interesting. Or just a very, very long one-stopper. Well, we're coming into the pits this lap. Got to make sure that we get the pit entry right here. We're in, so I'll pop that onto none to try and charge up that ERS as much as we can. And we are away. Lovely, nicely done. 2.5 seconds. Now we're going to probably join the back of this queue. But of course,
look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
of course, these guys are all on two-stop strategies. Oh, Alonso slowing down. I think Alonso could be out here. I'm hoping that that is not going to be a safety car, because that would have given us a decent opportunity there. Come into the pits, but never mind. Doesn't look like that's happening now. Well, 3-second penalty for
Franco's in the pits. Franco is in the pits.
corner cutting. That is annoying.
Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done.
It's all good.
Caution, caution.
We've got Alonso at the side of the road there. Should have a chance on doing here. Try and go around the outside into turn 1, and we managed to get past Lawson too. That was a great move. Double overtake. Back up into 14th position right now. Got a great chance on Pierre Gasly now. DRS open.
The gap to the teammate ahead of us.
And we are through. Up into 11th place. Well, this is Oscar Piastri ahead of us now. He was in the battle for sort of 4th, 5th and 6th. He is struggling out there to get through the traffic, and the Leclerc's there as well. Yeah, this is going wrong a little bit for those guys. We've very much caught up to them. There goes Piastri. He's trying to go down the inside of Ocon. Is he successful? They're still side by side. And yeah, we managed to take advantage. We go down the inside now of Ocon.
Nice overtake.
And then still behind Piastri here, so back into the top 10 now. Obviously we've got a 3-second penalty as well. That's going to hurt us towards the end, but at the moment Colapinto still battling it out, hammer and tongs with Max Verstappen. Awesome job so far. Well, this could be another chance for us. Piastri goes past Alex Albon. I don't think we quite got the pace here to also get Alex here, but a little bit like Ocon there. Wow, there was a slight window, but goodness me, it was shut off there by Albon. Now we'll have to try and get past him next lap. But still going okay. We're looking after these hard tyres quite well, and certainly seem to have far better pace on these hard tyres than we did on the mediums. So yeah, you know, there's still chances here to get some good points. This looks like it's going to be the chance if we can get a good run at Albon here. Yeah, this should be the chance now. DRS open, ERS on, and we are through. And Alex Albon should be able to go down the inside, and we do. And this is just a case of kind of following Piastri through here and seeing how far we can make it up. It's still Colapinto versus Verstappen for the race victory, which is just unbelievable, isn't it? You would think unless there's a late safety car, that's going to happen. And that is just unbelievable. So we're going to get our first podium with Franco Colapinto. Again, just a fabulous piece of race pace, and he has just been absolutely on it. Right, we've got some pit stops happening with the two stoppers. I've got to think, are they going to be 20 seconds quicker than us in the last 10 laps? I don't know. Oh, Piastri's gone off. Piastri has gone off. He is locked up.
Okay, clear.
And that is him out of contention. And I'll tell you what, other than Leclerc, well, I guess Russell as well, them two are both just ahead here. That now puts us into contention for the last spot on the podium. But I guess now that all of those guys have come in, I imagine Leclerc and Russell will forge ahead. But yeah, I can't believe Piastri locked up so badly. There. Sainz in.
And gap to the car in front, 0.7 seconds.
So Norris is behind us, as is Tsunoda. So it's now going to be about, can we catch the two guys in front and help improve our race time. Of course, we've got that 3-second penalty to consider as well. I think Yuki Tsunoda is locked up as well. He ended up in the gravel. Piastri's just behind him now. And yeah, I mean, it's looking good for us again on the one stop. You know, very good pace, to be honest. Battling in. We've got a 15-second lead. Piastri certainly don't want to.
They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
Don't want to end up having to push hard on these tyres to maintain our 6th position. Yeah, if we can sort of keep with Lando Norris for a little bit, that would help definitely. Right, 2 laps to go in this Grand Prix then, and well, we've done a pretty good job of staying a decent amount ahead of Piastri and Tsunoda. Our tyres are dropping off, but we're making sure that we're looking after them, and we are just one more track extension away from making it a 6-second penalty. So another case has been keeping it within these white lines, making sure we're not making any mistakes. It's been a very, very good stint on these hard tyres, but we are starting to struggle a little bit.
Okay to use your overtake button.
And you can see Franco is, you know, still fighting away with Max Verstappen. If Max made a mistake, Colo would be there to win the race. He's right behind. They've just started their final lap of the Grand Prix. He's very, very close, but I don't think he's going to be able to make that move unless Max makes a mistake. But Max has been entirely dominant this season. I don't think he's going to be able to make Max make a mistake. But here we go, final lap. It's looking like it's going to be Toyota's first ever podium since since our return to the sport, and Franco has pushed Max all of the way. Maybe one more lap and he'd have him.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 9.7 seconds.
Well, them two have been in an absolutely different league today. But yeah, we're sort of keeping an eye on the battle. Looks like Max Verstappen is going to win the Imola Grand Prix. Franco Colapinto, though, comes across the line in 2nd place. And that is a well-earned podium for us. And we've been knocking on the door with very strong results this season. It's going to be another strong result for Zach O'Sullivan. He's going to finish in 6th place with the slightly less upgraded Toyota, but still very good pace, very good strategy, and the one stop was the one to do. And here we come up to the line then, including our 3-second penalty. We will finish in 6th.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
And that's pretty good. I'll certainly settle for that.
And in the end, there was no Verstappen. Max Verstappen, he takes victory.
And of course, that's now 4 race wins in a row. They've got the momentum now, and it's starting to turn into a bit of a dominance.
It's time to bring out the bubbly and spray it around. It's our podium celebrations.
And there he is up there. Look at him. Franco looking great up there.
Max Verstappen.
Wow. And there you are, George Russell up there as well, passing Charles Leclerc later on. He will be delighted with that podium, will George. Excellent result.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
And there you go. I mean, our pace was pretty good throughout the race, but you can see, I mean, Franco and Max in a completely different league. They really were. Franco goes above us in the championship, but that will take us 22 points clear of Mercedes now. We're a long way off the top 3, as I say. I don't think we're in that battle, but battling well with Mercedes, and certainly Antonelli's performances are helping us out just a little bit. But Max Verstappen absolutely dominating the World Championship at the moment, and we will see how that goes. And there you go, first steps, first accolade in my team. And there you go, a nice little bit of profit. We've won the rivalry against Mercedes. We have increased our constructors' points, which is nice. And fan sentiment is surely on the rise, and it certainly looks to be the case that is what is happening. Of course, next time out we will have surely not round 24 of 24. That's got to be wrong. It is going to be the Monaco Grand Prix next time out, and we're going to look forward to that.
What do you make of this?
I'm going to have a quick look to see if we can talk to Nico Hulkenberg at the end of this episode. Let's see. Ooh, not quite. Should be able to just before the Monaco Grand Prix, and we can see whether that's going to be a relatively possible idea, I guess. But it's all going very, very well so far. That is for sure. So yeah, looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are too. If you've enjoyed this episode of F1 25, then give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.